has been.
Do you believe there is over-dependence on Prime Minister Narendra Modi? Can this team, this governance, this entire unit function without Prime Minister Narendra Modi, or is Prime Minister Narendra Modi too much of an overarching factor that there is over-dependence? Because that's also not healthy. Dr. Jitendra Singh, and then...
No, I feel the other way. See, if we have someone like Prime Minister Modi, the tallest leader in the world today, undisputedly, the senior most leader in the world today, a leader to whom the other countries look up to for cues and also for clues. What is the harm in making the best of him? We have an asset. And I think, I'm not saying this only as a BJP Karyakarta, as a citizen of India. There is lot much to learn from him and also to be benefited from him. And having said that, I would also add that Prime Minister Modi has the capacity to carry team with him. Murli ji will bear me out. We have these meetings, Council of Ministers. The meetings last for 6 hours, 7 hours. He would just keep listening for 2 hours and then come out with a view, which would rather be like a view of a resource person rather than a Prime Minister. He would allow Murli ji to talk for 2 hours and then add to what he said, where Murli ji will also go back thinking, that, okay, this could also have been. So he is actually developing a team, and he has actually, he is known for that. He's a very good listener and a very good resource person. So I think it's unlike several other Prime Ministers. I don't want to mention them. We have seen Prime Minister who would wake up the President in the middle of night to sign an emergency paper.
Yeah,
I don't wish to name the Prime Minister. Was the Cabinet consulted? We have the very first Prime Minister went to Akashvani Bhavan and declared unilateral ceasefire when the war was going on against Pakistan in 1947. Had he not done so, we would not have lost the part of Kashmir which is now known as POJK.
POJK, correct.
So we have seen such Prime Minister. There's absolutely nothing dictatorial about him. He is developing a team and acting as their resource person. And I think it's a privilege to learn from him and to be led by him.
So if he's there,
I have seen him both within the country and abroad also. And as Jitendra Singh ji mentioned, he is a very good listener. He can listen for hours together and then come up with his view and his suggestions. So in a way, he has been giving us the freedom and the courage to speak up. So, and he takes whatever suggestions have been given to him, and then he formulates that. So I am not of the view that he is putting his ideas on all of us and then making us to do that. Instead, he is not even the ministers, government secretaries during the last 8 years of Prime Minister Modi ji's governance in the entire independent India. Never would have government secretaries got an opportunity to interact with Prime Ministers, because he feels that the political input is required as well as the technical input.
No, can you imagine, Anand, this is for the first time, I think any Prime Minister anywhere in the world, who is every month directly interacting with the Chief Secretaries of the states. Yes. That Pragati program.
Yeah.
Which happens last Wednesday every month. I think the first unprecedented, unheard of, because he has a huge creative mind. He's always innovating.
And he also wants to understand the administration or the technical aspect.
And the Man Ki Baat.
Yeah.
And the My Go.
Final question, sir. Start with you and then Dr. Jitendra Singh. What to expect in 2023? It's the new year, so to all our viewers also, what would you like to say?
I would say that this year, looking at the international level, India is going to be we are having the presidency of the G20.
Yeah.
And India's presidency of the G20, it will be people's G20. Prime Minister has said that this G20, unlike any other G20 meetings happened in the past of any other country, this is going to be in 56 locations of the country.
Yeah.
And India's diversity, India's democratic credentials, this will be on display. So this is going to be the leadership of India getting established across the world. And definitely, people getting involved in global affairs. And India will be trying to showcase some of the strengths of India whether it is, as Prime Minister mentioned, India being the mother of democracy, or whether it is the technology that has been now utilized, the digital transformation that is happening, the activities in the field of health or agriculture, all these things will get again examined and then put before the whole world, so that Indian society gets integrated with what is happening across the world. So definitely it's going to be a great year for India.
I know it's people's G20, but they're also saying the BJP and the PM will milk it for Lok Sabha 2024. That's the criticism.
See, that is a problem. See, opposition feels that if Prime Minister turns to the left side, they will say why he is not turning to the right. If he turns to the right side, he will say why he is not turning to the left. So whatever he does, they will find some fault.
So you're going to leave it there. Politics will happen. Sir, 2023, what to expect?
First, to add to what Modi ji is saying, of course, G20 is going to be the hallmark of 2023, and it's not only going to showcase India's prowess, India's capacity, also the individual culture, because we are a heterogeneous nation. We have this unique, exclusive feature.
I will give one more suggestion. It is also a year of the millets. Where small farmers will be taken.
And the year of the millets has been suggested by India. So
correct.
Second achievement after International Day for Yoga, which was also suggested by India and accepted by UNO. This is the second time happening during the Modi regime. So and I think G20 now that India is part of a global world, the parameters of growth are global, the challenges are global, the concerns are global, the redressal of these challenges also has to be with a global effort. Prime Minister Modi has shown the way of integration, synergism to the whole world. And 2023 is going to vindicate, as I said, world is ready to be led by India. Globe is ready to be led by India. And this is an occasion for us to vindicate ourselves that yes, we are under Modi ready for that role. And as 23 comes to end, there will be huge excitement about 24 when our Gaganyaan is going to, land its first Indian through an indigenous mission on the surface of the moon.
2023 comes to a close. We're also going to see Ram Mandir will happen. And then, of course, the entire crescendo build up to 2024. We, Muraleedharan ji, Dr. Jitendra Singh, wonderful having this conversation.
Thank you, Anand, and thanks for bringing us together.
Happy New Year, and thank you very much.